had a speech not quite what I was expecting.
It was a hot June afternoon, stuck in a room with about 400 people. It was hot in there, all the windows were all wide open. All the lights shined on the stage just in front of me. And as I was waiting for my name to be called in front, I was thinking to myself, wow, it took me 13 years to get here. 13 years to go through high school and finally receive my diploma in order to go to university. Wow. Dear Toastmasters and dear guests, a lot has changed since that. I have to admit that none of my expectations were not met. I mean, do you know that feeling? You have a goal and you pursue it with all your power, with all your intelligence, with all your ideas, and then you end up there and say, is this all there is? What's next? Maybe some of you remember Y2K. Remember Y2K? The year 2000, 1999, everybody was excited what was going to happen, you know? Once midnight approaches, New Year, will the world black out because of a computer mistake made years and years ago? Expecting something, and in the end, nothing happened. But think about it, what did you do at this moment in history when a century changed? I had a couple of beers with friends of mine in a bar. It was alright. And this is a feeling that happens to me over and over and over again. I went to the university, I studied and made up my mind, oh, one day I will work at this company or that company. And then I finish my studies and get my diploma and everything has changed. I joined another company, worked another job, and again I was somehow frustrated. Again and again you have expectations towards something and you work and then you get frustrated and say like, this was not what I was expecting. Or I remember when it was in 2007 exactly, I finally made the decision, I'm going to marry my girlfriend. And everybody told me, you know what you're up to. I mean, you know what you have to expect when you marry a girl. She will always complain, she will be out buying shoes, and your sex life will just die down. Well, she never complains, she hardly buys shoes, and my sex life... Anyway, what my point is that I was frustrated with my expectations, and I searched, booked through it, and thought about it. And this it's not possible. I'm the only person on this planet that has this problem. And then finally, it struck me. I was reading a book on Buddhism, and there on the very first page, there it was. The first sentence was, life is suffering. Okay, that's quite an encouraging book. And I read down and I said, and the suffering comes because we have expectations that are not being met. And the only way to get rid of the suffering is not to expect anything from anyone or any circumstance. Because only if you do that, you cannot be disappointed. And I said to myself, that's an interesting concept, isn't it? So I said, from now on, I will not expect anything from anyone. And it's kind of fun, actually. For example, one day I was walking down the stairs to get my subway. And I was standing there, and then there was a sign saying, due to strike, we will not have any service, we cannot provide any service today. And I was thinking, wow, I'm quite surprised. Not what I was expecting. And another day I was going with my car, and driving through the streets of Berlin, and I was stopping in front of a red light, and then suddenly somebody passed by, just crossing the light with his car. And I was thinking, Not what I was expecting. And the same thing happened to me when I came to Toastmasters. The first time I joined the Toastmasters Club in 2008, I came there, it was in a cellar of a building, quite low, small room, I could barely stand upright, so I had to sit down. Some of you know that room. Anyway, I was sitting there and I was thinking, that was not what I was expecting, thinking about this website that I saw. All in all, what's the purpose of all that? The thing is, I came across this title of my speech when I heard about the contest they made at BBC. They found out that it was Winston Churchill. He was once asked, can you sum up your life in just one sentence? He said, yes, I can, just 7 words. Never, never, never give up. Awesome. Okay. That's a brief one. And so they said, okay, we want you to sum up your life in 6 words. And the 6 words at one were not quite.